makeup friends, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, then hello and welcome. My name is Kara, and on my channel we like to mix beauty, brains, and the occasional F-bomb. Basically, we're keeping it sassy yet classy over here. Today I'm going to be doing the beauty resolutions tag that was created by Mel Thompson. If you have not visited Mel Thompson's channel yet, basically just like hit pause, head on over there, hit subscribe, turn your notifications on, and then you can come on back. You are going to love her. She is incredibly knowledgeable about the products she talks about. She gives really in-depth reviews. I love that she includes the application of the products in her reviews and explains what she's doing and why. I just overall find that I come away from any of her videos with a little bit more knowledge than what I had going into it. And on top of all that, her personality is just lovely as well. I just find her really easy to watch. She doesn't get super hyper about things, but nor is she super negative. I just really enjoy watching her content, and I just really enjoy Mel. So definitely be sure to go and check out her original tag on this, and then poke around and watch some other videos as well, because you won't be disappointed. So like I said, we're going to be doing her beauty resolutions tag, which I thought was just a really interesting idea because it really kind of forces you to look at what in your makeup routine is working for you, what isn't working for you, what you would like to change, and just gets you to think about all of those kind of things in general, which I find with a makeup routine, sometimes we just get stuck in, well, this is what I have been doing, so this is just what I'm going to keep doing. So I really liked the idea of taking a look at what it is that we're doing and where changes may come in. So the first question is, what is something you do regularly in your makeup routine that you'll try to stop? So for me, this is something that I've already pretty much phased out. I will do it every now and then when I want a certain look, but on a day-to-day basis, I'm no longer as big of a fan of it as I used to be, and that is contouring. So I do still have contouring shades. I will still do it from time to time, but I find that because my face shape has changed so dramatically, if you're new, I've lost 120 pounds. I have a whole playlist on it. It's a whole thing. It's fine. But I have found that I naturally have, like you can see the line in there in my jaw where my cheekbones are versus my lower jaw and over here as well. I now have a bit of a jawline, so I don't feel as self-conscious about the shape of my face as I used to, and so I don't feel that I need as much contouring to try to achieve or mimic this kind of look as I did in the past. So while I will still do it from time to time, I certainly don't use it as an everyday part of my routine in the same way that I used to. And I don't find that I spend as much time trying to narrow the shape of my face because the weight loss has done that for me. But there's still a little bit extra down here that a little bit of contouring can help sort of hide a little bit. So I'm not going to give it up entirely, but I'm certainly backing away from it. The next question is, what is a brand that you're going to try for the first time? Now I did a whole video on brands that I want to try in 2021, but top of that list for me at this point is Divina Cosmetics. I've just heard so many good things about their products and about the brand itself and the owner, customer service experiences, all of that kind of thing, that it just checks all the boxes for me. Going to their website, I'm a little overwhelmed because there are so many beautiful options that I really feel I could buy the entire website, except I can't, but I really want to. We'll put it that way. There are some beautiful multi-chrome shadows over there. Thus far, I've only tried the multi-chromes from Clionadh. I would like to branch out and try some other brands as well, just to compare and contrast and really put everything to the test. But they have some stunning, stunning shades to choose from. So I'm gonna take some time and really poke through the website, really build my cart to really maximize what it is that I'm ordering from them, but I'm very much looking forward to trying their products. If you have any specific recommendations, I would love to hear from you in the comments on what you have tried and what you love, because that can only serve to help me. All right, question number 3 is, what is a brand you will let go in 2021? Well, I don't know that I was ever really holding on to them, to be honest, but Morphe, top of the list. I did try them again in 2020. I ordered 2 of their 9-pan palettes. I hadn't ordered from them in about 2 years, and I thought, well, let's just see what's going on over at Morphe. Let's see what the quality of their shadows is like and all of that. And spoiler, not fantastic. Not fantastic at all. In fact, one of their 9-pan palettes, the Color Me Cool, I think it was, ended up on my 5 worst products of 2020 list. So that should tell you something. It's really no great loss for me. Question number 4 is, what makeup technique would you like to learn or try once? I'm going to answer both of them. So a technique that I would like to learn is cut crease, specifically for hooded eyes, because hello, that's what I have. I find that when I do a cut crease, on the very rare occasion when I decide to go down that road, I always have to watch a tutorial on it because I kind of forget the placement and the recommendations and all of that kind of thing. And I would like to get to the point where I am comfortable enough with my own eye shape to be able to do it without a tutorial, but that is something that would come with practice. So I just need to keep practicing it. It's not a look that I would wear all the time for sure because it's just so labor intensive, but I really do like the effect of it overall. So that is something that I would like to play around with more and really nail down the technique that works for my very asymmetrical eyes, because I can do it on one eye and then I try to do it over here and it just looks wonky. So I just need to keep playing around with it and practicing. Now the other part of this is, what is a makeup technique that you would like to try once? And I'm gonna copy Mel on this answer, and that is like the full like J-Lo glow kind of deal. Like sit down, watch a Scott Barnes tutorial, apply the 1,500 pounds of makeup to my face, and just see what happens. I don't know that it's something that I'm going to incorporate into like a day-to-day routine. In fact, I can very much say that it's not, but who knows? I might learn something in the process, right? So that's something that I would like to try and just replicate one of his tutorials to see if all of those steps really make a difference for my own personal preferences or just what the deal is. So again, in the comments, let me know, is that something that you would like to see me film, or are you cool if I just do that on my own and maybe never report back on it because it might end up just being a disaster? Let me know. All right, question number 5 is a product that you will leave in 2020. What is a product that I'm going to leave in 2020? Because I'm looking at like the plethora of crap in front of me, and I don't know that there's any specific product that I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with you. I don't have a good answer for this. I apologize. I got crickets. I don't know. A product that I'm going to leave in 2020. Let's just move on because I honestly don't know. I have sat for far too long hemming and hawing and staring and looking at all of my drawers and shelves and trying to figure out what product I would leave behind. And I genuinely don't know. So let's just move on past that. The next question is, what is a product that you will give a second chance to? That one is more easy for me to answer, and it's this one here from Hourglass. This was included in a declutter video that I did, I think, back in December. And this is the Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder Brilliant Strobe Light. I just read all the words that are on the back because I don't know what order they're actually meant to go in, so I don't know what this product actually is, but here we are. That's what it looks like in the pan. It's too subtle to be a highlighter. Sometimes it can be too highlighty to be just a regular finishing powder, but I'm going to try to make it work. I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try to use it as a finishing powder, but just use a really light hand and a very fluffy brush and just go about it that way, because I think it's meant to be like a highlighting powder, but it's just so subtle that it ends up frustrating me, and I don't want to be frustrated by makeup. So much in life already frustrates me that my makeup doesn't need to. But I am going to give this one a second chance, and if I still cannot get it to work for me, then I am going to part ways with it. But I've dug it out of the declutter pile and I'm going to give it a second chance. Question number 7 is, what is a resolution for your YouTube channel? So I have 2 of them that immediately come to mind. One is to really nail down the consistency of my upload schedule. I am terrible at setting an actual schedule. I can't even like stick to an upload time. I just have a really difficult time doing it. I work outside of the home. I have 2 children, one of whom is still only 3 years old, and he requires a lot of attention. You know, balancing all of those kind of competing priorities, plus trying to contribute to the household chores and, you know, be a good wife to my husband, and balancing all of that can be very difficult. And then throw into the mix trying to live a more active and healthy lifestyle. We have a dog that needs to be walked, all of that. Like, there's a lot. And all of these things kind of chip away at my time. And sometimes even after the kids have gone to bed and all the like dishes are put away and all of that kind of thing, and now it's time for me to sit down and film, sometimes I just don't have it in me anymore. I am trying to keep myself hyper-focused when I'm at work so that I can take at least 1 day a week off so that I can get multiple videos filmed in that day, and then I can edit in the evening after the kids go to bed. And so that's what I'm working on, but life gets in the way. Now, having said that, you will notice that I will wear the same, sometimes the same shirt, definitely the same makeup look from video to video, and that's because I am going to be mass filming, just so that I'm only filming 1, maybe 2 days a week rather than scattering out all over, which just creates chaos for me. So it is what it is. I make no apologies for that. It just is what it is. Now, the second goal that I have is to really work on producing the best quality content that I can, given what I have to work with. So lenses are incredibly expensive. Lighting can be incredibly expensive. All of that. Fancy backgrounds, all of that kind of thing. I don't have it, right? I have the lens that came with the camera. I have a ring light and 2 little square side lights. I don't know what they're called. And that's what I have to work with. So for me, it's trying to tweak different things with the camera, watching YouTube videos on how to work this particular camera. I have had hits and I have had misses with that in the past. I'm still trying to work on some of the lighting issues because when I show certain products, they all just look white. And that's not helpful to you guys when I'm doing reviews and trying to show you swatches. So I'm just trying to like improve my knowledge of the technology that I have, trying to work on improving my editing and all of that as well. And then obviously trying to give you as much information when I do reviews as possible so that you guys can make informed decisions when you're purchasing products. Next up is, do you have any skincare resolutions? Yes, I do. So one is to just learn about skincare in general. It's not something that I've ever really paid a lot of attention to. I have been very lucky with my skin throughout my life. It's not sensitive. I don't have discoloration, rosacea. I don't really have any pore issues. It's never been oily. It's never been extremely dry. It's my outer casing. It is what it is. It does what it's supposed to do. My body skin, super dry. Holy crap, especially in winter. I will like scratch until I bleed from the months of like December until April. It's terrible. There's not a skin cream in the world that is strong enough to moisturize my body. My face somehow behaves itself. It does get drier in winter, but for the most part, any flakiness is contained to like the tip and like just underneath my nose. That's where I get dry. It's really not a huge deal. So I've been very lucky. However, I am 40 years old and the lines have definitely started and it's only going to progress from here. So I need to learn and educate myself on skincare and sort of preventative skincare. So not necessarily reversing the signs of aging, but definitely slowing it down. And part of that I know is SPF. I have a battle with SPF. I do wear it when I go out running or if I know I'm going to be outside. I don't wear it on a day-to-day basis. My skin, as lovely and normal and non-problematic as it typically is, when it comes to SPF, my skin rebels. It hates SPF. It doesn't matter what I use, it hates it. If I use a chemical SPF, well, I shouldn't even say if, because I don't. I haven't since I was in my 20s, because it always gave me a chemical burn. When I was 18 or 19, I had a terrible reaction to sunscreen and I had hives. My skin was like blazing hot. I had to put cool towels on me. My face was itchy. Like I was having a terrible allergic reaction to whatever that chemical was. So I ditched that, but I've been trying other chemical ones well into my 20s, like into my late 20s. and I would swatch test them, just rub a little bit on my neck, and within maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it was bright red, it was itchy, and it looked like a chemical burn. So I cannot do chemical SPF. So I've switched to mineral SPF, and I find if I wear it just for going out for a run, or if I know I'm going to be, say, at the beach or something of that sort, I will wear it, I'm fine. But when I go on holidays and I wear it every single day for a week or so, my skin, it's covered in itchy little tiny bumps that take probably 2 to 3 weeks of not using the sunscreen for them to clear up. It feels hot to the touch as well, and it's just whatever the like agent is, the mineral or the chemical as the case may be, my skin hates it. So I would love to incorporate sunscreen into my daily routine, but unless it's mixed in with like a foundation or something of that sort, my skin cannot handle it. So I am open to any recommendations that you might have. If you have like extremely sensitive skin and you have found a sunscreen that works for you, perhaps it'll work for me. I don't even know if I use like baby sunscreen, is that still gonna give me the sun protection that I need? Like I don't know those things. So if you do, please let me know, because I would really appreciate knowing that, because I feel like incorporating sunscreen, incorporating anti-aging, whatever, can really help slow down the tides. And I would very much like to do that. Okay, moving on to question 9 then, and this is, what is a YouTube beauty challenge that you will partake in? And I have not put my mind to that. A YouTube beauty challenge. Are those still even around? I remember they were like all the rage a few years ago. People doing like their makeup while they were like, had their eyes closed and all that kind of thing. I don't know, I don't have any like on my list of things to do. Are there any that you'd like to see in particular? Like, husband does, well, I've done that one before. Husband does my makeup. That could be fun. I can get Aspen on here. She'd be more than happy to do my makeup. Doing it all with my left hand. I know people did like using like potatoes and some shit at some point. Like people were wilding on these things for a little while there, but let me know, what beauty challenge would you like to see me do, and perhaps I will actually do it. Some of them would be interesting, I'm sure. I don't know. Majority rules. You guys let me know what you would like to see, and I'm happy to do it. It'd be kind of a fun little change on my channel, and who knows? Maybe I'll find out that using my left hand is better than my right hand, or my makeup looks way better when my eyes are closed. Who knows? Anyways, question number 10, this is the last question, and it is a beauty habit you need to stop this year. Oh gosh, so I'm going to expose myself here, not literally. Makeup wipes. Makeup wipes. I need to stop being reliant on makeup wipes. I shouldn't say that I'm super reliant on them, because I'm not, I don't use them all the time, but god damn, they're convenient. And I know I can like hear the Welsh twins' eyes rolling in their heads as I'm saying that, because I know that they're not effective. They might be convenient, but they're not effective. And yet, 1:30 in the morning when I'm exhausted and have to wake up at 7 the next morning, they're mighty tempting. Most of the time I will use a cleansing balm and then I will go in and wash my face after, but there are nights where I rely solely on a makeup wipe and water. All right, and with that, that is the beauty resolutions tag. I am going to tag a couple of people down in the description box, so hopefully we will see them do this video as well. But again, be sure to go and check out Mel's channel, tell her I said hello, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I will see you in my next video, and until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.